What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? This is the real bitch. I don't know if y'all can tell. I just woke up. I fell asleep in the chair, bitch. It's been a long weekend. This is my last day off. I gotta go back to reality tomorrow, like everybody else. Ew. Oh, guess what? I got an interview for a different position, trying to get this money next week. I can't wait, y'all. Send me some love. Send me some love. But anyway, this is Real Housewives of. I feel so much better about this, even though this probably gonna be a bullshit shit because I feel like the whole episode gonna be about this snake gate shit. But I still feel like this a whole nother better episode and better gonna be a better review than I did for Power because y'all already know how I felt about that shit. Like we just disappointed. Anyway, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 episode 11 Snake Bite. Okay, so we get into where I left off last week when Tanya introduced Dennis. We got somebody here that knows all about love. And so, Dennis came through and it was like, about 2 months ago. First of all, I want to thank Tanya and I want to thank Paul. Paul called me up and he was like, yo, I'm finna go to Toronto. Okay. And I'm like, I'm finna go to the Toronto too. Got to get my family back. 2 months ago, I almost lost my family. So, you know what? I said I had to hop on over here and I had to get my lady and my baby back. Okay. It was like, you know what? I just, realized how I was being selfish and all this shit. Nothing about him cheating, but him being selfish. Now that comes up another time, okay? And of course he gets down on both knees and then here you go. You got Nene in the background. Yes, yeah. I said, oh, okay, so you cheering for them? Of course, we got Marlo in the cheering section too because she all team Dennis and everything. So, everybody was happy. He put the ring back on her finger. Of course, Porsha was happy. She gives her little speech about because she thought he was supposed to be going to Detroit, and he said, yeah, he do got to go to Detroit. So he only in town for one night the next day. But just talking about how, they trying to work things out. She want to work her family out. She's committed to, trying to get things back on track or whatever. Then later on, they talking about she was like, I want some Hennessy and some peanuts tonight. I said, what? Me and Dennis said, what? She said some peen. I said, so hen and some peen. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, if that's what you like, go ahead and do it. Cause no. Moving on from that, everybody gets ready to leave. Tanya's with Paul, and they was like, "Girl, we ain't gonna see Tanya for the rest of the night because she with Paul." I said, "Why the fuck would you? Okay, her man is here. Let her get her shit in. She probably playing with his peen right now. And at this point, Kenya takes it upon herself to start imitating Tanya again. And at first, it was cute. It was cute. First of all, Yvonne got her titties all out. It's so funny how Yvonne and Eva like cool now or cordial for the most part. Maybe because Eva pregnant. Because when they first started, bitch. Because I'm that bitch. You mean to tell me you didn't know me from Clark, Atlanta? Okay? I was that bitch. And I was just like, okay, cool. So far, so good. We already know from the previews that this is when shit finna pop off when they get back to the hotel. Kenya, she's imitating Tanya. Like Porsha said, you about to run and play little Tanya out. Like, calm that shit down. They trying to figure out what happened, what led up to Dennis coming up. Of course, Porsha don't know because, Tanya was the one that knew about it and Paul and all that stuff, whatever. But then Porsha started talking about how, she's okay with what's going on and it's cool and she's ready to recommit and when a man shows that that they were selfish and they can admit that and all that stuff and we gotta forgive and Nene talking about being married the longest. You have to have communication and don't let him in so quickly. Nene was saying some real shit. I'll give Nene that because she do have a upper hand on this marriage thing with the compared to the other girls because like she said she's been in the game longer and they've been through some shit. But what got me was when Cynthia said, so selfishness does not equate to cheating. I said, thank you, Cynthia. Okay, you can be selfish as all hell, but that don't mean you out here fucking around. Dennis fucked around because he was a fuck boy, a selfish ass fuck boy. Okay, if you want to throw selfish in there you go. He was a selfish ass fuck boy. Okay, and he cheated multiple times, most likely. All right, I know y'all saw the video of him, in that restaurant with them, that little diner, whatever, with them girls. Okay, baby, that wasn't a good look. 4 o'clock in the morning, you got chicks all around you, and none of of them chicks is Porsha or her sister with her. No, 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 that don't look right. It's not Porsha, your mama, your sister, her sister, and her mama. That's what the 4 ladies should have been. Okay, or that's 3 right there. But that's what it should have been. But no, you out here with these girls and you already got a cheating scandal on you. It just don't look right. Okay, moving on from that. Marlo, they was like, so is everything cool? You know, what they set up in the blogs is what is true, what is true. That's what they was asking, okay? And at this point, she was like, no, ain't nothing what was in the blogs true, whatever. That's not the situation. Marlo said, oh, good, because I was about to say, I ain't finna bring my little puppies over there. That shit took me clear the fuck out. Then they finna get ready to go up to the hotel because Porsha, the one that brings up, you know, since I got my family here and want to make sure my immediate family that's right here is okay, let's just get up there to the hotel and just talk about this snake gate thing and Cynthia and all this shit. I said, uh-oh, here we go. So they get up to the hotel. I forget who room they was in, but you got Candy, Kenya, Porsha, Cynthia, and you know, Eva and Marlo in the room. They waiting on Giovanna and Nene trying to figure out where they at. But at the end, they basically like, we got to get down to the bottom because they probably think that it's Giovanna and all this stuff or whatever. But we just need to know who the snake is, who the snake is. And so Giovanna show up. And at this point, they basically just asked her, girl, you the snake? Because Candy, like, you know, that's kind of fucked up that all this shit is going on. Like, just come on. Because I'm like, why are we dragging this out? Just say who the fuck it is, okay? We spent like half of the this whole season, this first half of this season, this is the 11th episode on who did this recording. Bitch, let me tell you something. First of all, if you didn't see my What It Is, if you didn't listen to the B. Scott podcast, he put out there that the person that sent him that a letter from Cynthia, that card that Nene sent her, who put it in the blogs, it was Nene's team. That's what he said. Allegedly, that's what he said. Okay, and I'm like, all right, you know, didn't say it was Nene, but it was Nene's team. Okay, moving on from that, and he also said there is no recording. And it's kind of looking like that because people won't say exactly what it is. You know, they trying to ask Giovanna who it is. Did you do it? She was like, I've been asked 5 times, okay? And at this point, Giovanna, you played yourself to me, in my opinion, when you tried to change the subject and say, let's get down to what the real issue is. It's the fact that everybody up in here is basically fake, okay? And I said, oh, so we're deflecting from the question at hand, okay? The situation at hand, like Kenyon was saying, no, bitch, we not talking about that. We talking because we all know that shit, all right? We all know that shit. And bitch, you fake as shit too because you acting fake like you want to be these girls' friends just so you can scoop in and you can do Nene's dirty work and all that shit. So that's why you sliding on in and you doing what you doing. You fake. You can call yourself fake as well. You can put up in that, be in that category as well, you know. But answer the question at hand, okay? And then when they talking about this bitch, girl, Nene come up in there, titty all out. I said first Giovanna titty out on the goddamn bus. Then Nene come in with her titty all the way out. Good thing she had a pasty on, you know. And so Eva was like, listen, bitch, I gotta be downstairs because I got a flight to catch at 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Mind you, it's 1 o'clock now, okay? And she was like, you know, I'm seeing titties and people lying, and I ain't got time for this. Like, can we hurry this shit up? I said, thank you, okay? Can we hurry this shit up? Bitch, you know, so they get to talking about it and trying to see if it's really a recording. Nene said, I never said, as I told Candy a lot of times, that it's not a recording. And Candy was like, wait a minute, what? She said, it's audio. It's a difference between a recording and audio. I said, what? I said, Nene, break this shit down so I can understand. She said a recording is when somebody takes a recorder and try to sneak this and try to record your ass doing something. Audio is like what happened with Porsha, and then they played that, not Porsha, but Phaedra, and they played the little clip with Phaedra butt down somebody, or I think butt down Nene or whatever, and was talking about Cynthia and all that shit, and Nene had recorded it and played it for Cynthia. And I was sitting here like, What the fuck? So at the end of the day, we just asking, is there a fucking recorder or audio or whatever? And Nene said, yeah, it's audio, okay? Something like that. Because they saying that Nene ain't never really heard the audio of her damn self. All right? And I'm just sitting here like, so why are we sitting here? This seems so stupid. Next thing you know, I don't even know how it started between Cynthia and Marlo, but Marlo must have said something, and then Cynthia was just over it, and then they go head to head, and all I know is Cynthia was giving it to Marlo. Baby, I ain't never seen this, Cynthia. Like Nene said, this is the 50 Cent that we ain't never seen. And this is, I'm not even gonna be mad at Cynthia for getting pissed off because Marlo was trying to come at her on some bullshit, you know. Cynthia said, bitch, you don't disrespect me. She was like, you don't disrespect me up in my place. He was like, bitch, you don't disrespect me. You gonna show me fucking respect too, okay? Bitch, she called her. She said, with your Bob Marley ass braids and shit like that. What did Cynthia say? Bitch, Cynthia was going the fuck off. All I heard, I ain't never hear so many fuckings and motherfuckers and all that shit. Motherfucker this and you motherfucker see. Bitch, I should have known your motherfucking ass ain't never motherfucking changed. I said, goddamn. You know a bitch is pissed when you put motherfucker in every goddamn thing. You know black folks do that anyway. But go look at Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac. And I told the motherfucker that. I said, goddamn, Cynthia was going in. She was pissed, okay? Marlo called her the most insecure woman in the room and all this shit, and you know she was just going the fuck off, and I was just like, Marlo, just be quiet and let them talk, okay? Yvonne trying to talk, they trying to get down to it. King like, shut up, okay? We need to everybody just be quiet. And I'm like, yes, everybody just be quiet and answer the question. And then Marlo said, Yvonne, go ahead and talk and tell them what they need to hear. Yvonne was like, wait a minute, I already I already said what I had to say. I said, look at Marlo putting her on the spot because that's exactly who it is that did the shit. Bitch, the producer asking, Nene in the confession or whatever, talk about some, so girl, would you call Yvonne a snake? The snake, she was like, snake is not a not so good word, but I would say, do she have information? Yes, I would say that. I said, girl, bitch, we already fucking knew it. I never trust that bitch anyway. Porsha was like, let's talk about who the fucking snake is. Here go Giovanna. You want to talk about snakes, bitch? The snake is your man. I said, girl, why we had to go there? See, we didn't even have to go there, girl. And that's when Porsha getting ready to, I said, you know, that's fighting words right about now. After they had that nice night, that's fighting fucking words right there. So if she beat your ass, she beat your ass. Which I don't think would happen, but you know, she'll probably give you a try. And next thing you know, Cynthia get her ass up. They had to hold Porsha back or whatever. Cynthia said, bitch, I'm gone. Okay, Nene come running after her, and you hear Marlo go, Cynthia with her bald-headed scallywag. I said, bitch, what is going on? These are grown-ass women, right? Grown-ass motherfucking women. At this point, you got two different things going on at once. Inside the hotel room, you have Porsha and Giovanna going at it, okay? And all Giovanna got is, your man shouldn't be fucking animals. Your man shouldn't be fucking animals. Now, you a dumb bitch if you actually believe that shit, okay? Like, everybody, and I'm gonna say this now, everybody who actually believe that shit, you're dumb as shit, okay? But, anyway, and what you gonna do? But I'm just like, that's all you got. He was like, you fake as fuck, you fake as fuck. Porsha said, with your blind wig, bitch, you the fake bitch, okay? It was like, you know what's going on. Why you ain't saying nothing? Why you ain't saying nothing and all that shit. She said that, bitch, first of all, y'all ain't my fucking friends because look at how y'all acting to me. I said, bitch, hold the fuck up. Now, see, Yvonne, this is where you played yourself at. This is where you played yourself again. So you withholding information because you said that these girls ain't your friends, but then you said that they fake as fuck. But baby, how did you expect, or why would you think that these girls was your friends when you just came into the fray last season, I believe, or towards the middle of last season, and not necessarily all the way in, and you came in wrong and you still had issues with everybody? Baby, these are years of friendship, so-called friendships that had to be built, so-called associations that had to be built, bitch. That shit, we ain't friends over fucking night, okay? Just because you was on half a season or a couple of episodes the last season, bitch, that don't mean that we friends, okay? Quit throwing this friend words around so fucking loosely, okay? And ain't no loyalty to your ass of all all people. You knew, bitch. That's like Tanya. To see Tanya working herself up there, okay? Tanya doing that shit right. She ain't trying to cross nobody, whatever. You come in on some devious ass shit, bitch, okay? That's why your ass can't be fucking trusted, bitch. Man, I want to fucking fix her goddamn teeth, bitch. But anyway, you know, that's going on. They gotta take her out. Porsha like, take her ass out. Take her ass out. All this shit, woo, woo, woo. Meanwhile, outside in the hallway, Cynthia is trying to leave, you know, and, not Porsha, but Nene had ran after her, and then Kenya after her. Nene was telling her, come on back in here, because what you need to do is you deserve the truth. You deserve the truth. And I'm like, well, damn, Nene, why don't you fucking tell her the truth? Earlier, she said she ain't no snitch. I said, that's some bullshit. And then here she go in her confessional. I want to tell her the truth because she never told me the truth. She never told me anything. She never did this, going all the way back to when Kenya popped up at her party and all that shit. I'm like, girl, you did the same thing to her at another party of yours that you ain't tell somebody was coming there, and she ain't flip out like you doing. Like, come on with this petty bullshit. It's not making you look good, okay? And it's not making no one in this situation look good. Candy had the right idea, and Cynthia had the right idea, to be quite honest, to get the fuck up out of there. She said, Candy told even you bring your ass up out of here too. She said, no, I'm just sitting up in here because I feel like, you know, they wouldn't try to hit a pregnant woman. It'll just diffuse the situation. I said, no, girl. Candy said, do you see how aggressive they getting right about now? And at this point, Kenya out there like, no, why don't you just tell her? Let her go. You don't need to come in here. You don't need to do this. Now, I get what Kenya is trying to do, but at this point, if I know I don't fuck with a person, that shit, and now that shit would have got me too. That shit would have got me too. Kenya being all up in my face, and you know, I'm trying to talk to the girl, and you coming up here, that shit would have made me mad. Okay, given how I am, that shit would have made me mad. So that's when the shit started brewing between Nene and Kenya right then and there. You just knew the shit was gonna pop off, okay? And so Cynthia finally, I think she went back in, or she said, fuck it. They was trying to get Yvonne up out of there. Girl, the producers and shit had to come up in there. Okay, I said a chick with some braids came up in there. I said, who had braids? All right, girl, they trying to stop the whole thing and get Yvonne out of there. Nene trying to talk to Yvonne. Why don't you just go ahead and tell her about the recording or whatever the fuck it is and all this shit, and you, I'm trying to take up for you and all this on and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell? Next thing you know, Nene gets into it with Marlo, telling her, you need to calm down and you need to stop and be quiet or whatever. You started all this shit and all this. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Me and Marlo was like, wait a minute, I didn't start this shit, okay? Marlo might have said some stuff, but Marlo didn't start this whole situation, okay? You started it by having that girl record whoever, if it is a real recording, and putting it out there that there is a recording. That's how everything started. Now, if you're talking about in a hotel room, I wouldn't necessarily say Marlo started it, okay? Marlo had a little beef, whatever, with Cynthia, but that shit was bound to pop off because Yvonne was playing games, Nene playing games, everybody's playing fucking games up in this bitch. You know, Yvonne come back up in there, bitch. When they pulled Porsha back up in that room, she said, bitch, what's her room number? I said, bitch, you finna go down there and fuck her up. No, you're not. Sit your ass down. Next thing you know, Cynthia do come back up in there, I think, because that's when Kenya and Nene gets into it. It was like, why you need to tell her? Why don't you just tell her? Next thing you know, she was like, Nene said, bitch, why don't you shut the fuck up? No, bitch, you shut the fuck up. Next thing you know, they trying to go get at each other. Security come rolling up in there. They trying to hold Nene back. Yo, put your motherfucking hands on me. They done put Kenya outside. They got Nene over here and all this shit, bitch. I'm sitting here like, did I change the channel and did Love and Hip Hop come on earlier than it was supposed to? I thought that shit was supposed to come on now tomorrow. I said, what is going on? This is a lot for Real Housewives. I said, but you know what? This kind of reminds me of Real Housewives of Orange County when Tamara pushed Jenna in the pool. That shit was so fucking funny. And she deserved that shit because I could never stand Jenna ass. She was on some foo-foo shit just like Yvonne said. I said, this is crazy. Y'all, I said, Tanya, stay upstairs and keep fucking your man. Don't even come down here trying to see what's going on, girl. Just stay upstairs, okay? So, oh, excuse me. It's the next day. Tanya is getting her makeup done for Carnival, and I'm sitting here like, damn, I forgot that they had to go to the parade. They didn't even go to the parade yet. Okay, they got into all this mess and still woke up the next day and said, bitch, we finna go twerk our ass and we finna go juke on the goddamn street. I said, you know what? More power to you, cause bitch, that would have been me too. Okay, like fuck this shit. Like y'all up here acting all crazy and shit. I'm finna go shake my ass. Fuck that. Anyway, look at ass shaking and titties popping. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was just like, ugh, it's a mess. Y'all finna ruin a beautiful trip. Something that started out so beautiful, y'all finna ruin it over some mess. And then, you know, Nene goes over there to Tanya's place and she was trying to see what happened. Tanya was like, start from the beginning. I was like, girl, don't even worry about it, okay? Cause it ain't got nothing to do with you. Just say innocent. Just stay your innocent little self, okay? But she said, bitch, she was trying to close up the party and everything, and then she went back with her man. That's what happened. And next thing you know, she getting all these phone calls about shit going down or whatever. And she was like, girl, so basically, Nene is like, you know, Marlo and Cynthia got into it because, you know, they was just going at each other's throat. Marlo did start that between Cynthia. I will say that. Because it didn't have to go there. She's a provoker as well, you know. And then Nene trying to say that Kenya is a provoker, which she is, okay. Kenya was all up in the situation and trying to, you know, it was like as soon as Nene started getting close to Cynthia at that moment when they start getting into the heat of things, that's when Kenya wanted to swoop in and like want to be her all-time protector or whatever and say, no, get away from her, get away from her. I was like, shut the fuck up and let them speak, okay? Because they do need to speak at one point. And she not trying to be malicious at this point, but she was on some foo-foo shit, but damn, Giovanna got me saying that shit. Foo-foo fucking fugazi bitch fool. Anyway, but like let them speak, let her say what she gotta say. You had the chance to say what you had to say when you was out there. I said, can you calm the fuck down? That's what started that whole shit too. And you know, Nene was like, that bitch was just being provoking and you know, I wanna pop her fake ass and you know, let the air out. That cracked Nene up in the confessions when she said that shit. I said, really? That was really funny to you, huh? You saw all her dentures, okay? All the veneers and everything. Then, you know, she was like, what she wasn't expecting was the fact that Porsha was actually there and Porsha, you know, was on her side trying to hold her back and all that stuff. And she felt cool about that. And she wished that she probably would have ran into her before she left, so that her and her can have a conversation. She was like, it's like we big six, little six again. I said, no, we not. No, we not. We came together for a moment because we couldn't, because of the situation, but we still got to talk. We ain't big sis, little sis yet, okay? But yeah, that was cool. So now Nene gone, Eva already gone. Giovanna had to leave, bitch, because nobody want her ass there. And now they finna get ready for Carnival. Everybody meets up in the hallway, in the lobby, I should say, and then they go down to the Carnival. And it was beautiful as shit, y'all. Listen, I'm taking my ass down there, but I ain't finna be dressed up like that. Y'all ain't finna get that. Okay, I'm finna be dressed up like the niggas and shit. Okay, bitch, ooh. Oh, I can see it now. Like, that is a goal. Before I turn, girl, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Because Tanya was out there getting it in. I said, Tanya said, I'm finna show y'all bitches how to fucking do this shit. I said, Tanya, you better juke, you better juke, you better juke. I said, go ahead, girl, do what you gotta do. Candy was the only one, and she was trying to get into it. They was playing in the little confessionals. Candy said, bitch, I ain't no dancer. I said, girl, we know. But you tried. But they was having a good time, so that was good. So Cynthia, you know, Carnival's still going on. You got the other girls, they already up on the float or whatever, in the truck. And Cynthia and Kenya, they in the car, the little van or whatever, and they talking about everything that went down. And Cynthia was pissed off at the fact that Marlo said the comment that she said that topped off, you know, started this whole thing between her and Cynthia. And that was her talking about something, well, yeah, just like you was whispering to Mike and all this stuff, you know, at the party and all that. And so that's what started the whole argument between Cynthia and Marlo. And then, of course, Kenya had her shit to say about Nene. And she talked about something. She felt like she was Simba and this big old wildebeest was coming at her. I said, Kenya, girl, you are not without fault in this, so let's stop acting, okay? Both of y'all was wrong as hell up in this situation. Wrong as all hell, okay? Can we just distribute the blame equally at this point, you know? And then, you know, she said, what do you feel about this whole, you know, Giovanna and the tape, and what was the point of Nene giving the, the messages and stuff like that. She was like, they all full of shit at this point. I said, I guess all of y'all full of shit, to be quite honest. So they go back. And basically everybody was just wrapping up, and it was Tanya and Porsha that was the last two that was still out there doing what they was doing. So now they getting ready for dinner, and Candy and Cynthia came down there first. And then Tanya came down there, and they was talking about what happened. And, Tanya didn't hear anything from Yvonne. And, Tanya just want the vibes to be good. That's all. Then Kenya showed up, and then Marlo showed up. And at this point, Marlo did attempt to apologize to Cynthia, tried to blame it on the alcohol, and in the midst of her trying to apologize, here come Porsha. She all lit still, she was like, damn, y'all in the midst of being serious or whatever. Go ahead. But, Marlo apologized, and she was like, just don't call me out my name or whatever. And Cynthia was basically like, what happened was a reaction to you, okay? But it is what it is. You apologize, I accept your apology, but she don't believe the shit, and she gonna take it with a grain of salt. I said, that's what you better do. That's what you better do, because that bitch will pop out, out of nowhere and just come for your ass. But Marlo found her passport. Her passport was found. They get on this whole subject about the Dennis coming through, and him, just leaving or whatever, coming out for a night or whatever to propose and all this stuff. That was cute. And then they said, well, you got not Nene, but Cynthia being married, about to get married. Dennis and Porsha about to get married. And then Tanya, what about you? You about to get married too. And they was asking Tanya, do she really wants to be married? Because everybody's been asking her that since she first got on this show. Because her and Paul been together for like 9+ years, okay? And she was like, at this point, she already feel like she has the perfect relationship. Here goes King in the confessional. Well, there's no perfect relationship. She knows that, okay? She's saying it's working. What they have is working for her, okay? She's happy. She's in love. That's her best friend in the most romantic way of that word. And, just let her be happy. Just let her do her, okay? And then here go Kenya. Want to bust the groove up and say, let's play devil's advocate. You got people that call each other husbands and wives. You got wives and husbands that's really here. And if, you knew somebody, man in the group was cheating, do you say something about it? I said, where did this come from? Where did this come from? We tried to end the night on something light and nice. Where did this come from? Now, when Kenya asked the question, I was like, girl, you trying to be messy. Fuck that devil advocate stuff. But then the girls was like, yeah, I would want to know. I would want to know and all that stuff. They didn't take it as that. But then as we get further into the conversation, we realized that Kenya and Cynthia and Candy, because they done told Candy, sitting on some information about Tanya's boo, hitting on my boo, the cookie lady, okay? Baby had to say, Paul, Tanya's husband or whoever the fuck he is, he's up here trying to get my number. He cussed all over me. I said, Paul, what? Keep your hands to yourself, okay? But at this point, I was like, Kenya, why bring this up on her trip? Like, you putting it out there that you got some type of information and you beating around the bush, but you're not ready to put it out there. What's the difference between you, girl, you sounded like Nene with this whole tape thing, okay? I'm not gonna snitch. You sound the same damn way, okay? I'm not gonna say it yet. I had a bullet in the chamber, but I'm not. I always like to ask men that, and I asked my husband about cheating and stuff, and he was like, once a man cheat, always cheat and all this stuff. And, they start asking Tanya about this whole thing about, what if you would have found out? She said, if I found out he cheating or whatever, that would break my heart and all that shit. But I got all the, passwords to his phones, to his Instagram and all that stuff. They was like, how many phones he got? One. And I was like, girl, that you know of. But I said, don't do Tanya like that. Don't burst her bubble like that. Let her live in her fairy tale world. Girl, that was Real Housewives. This episode was a mess. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, but it kept me entertained. Okay, because I gave y'all a long review for no reason. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see y'all later. Peace.